how to communicate with the foreign language in 3 years. Um, when we learn foreign language, we want to use the second language as the foreign language, and also uh, we would we want to. Our goal is to communicate with the local people, or we can use the foreign languages in many ways. For example, I learned Vietnamese. I would like to use Vietnamese in business, tour, uh, in communication as well. I've been experienced using Vietnamese since 2017. I visited Vietnam during the winter season. Uh, First 3 years, I got a business with the water sports. Um, Renting the stand-up paddleboard on Phuket Island. Uh, After that, and I just traveled. But since I found out I started learning Vietnamese by using AI. My goal is to communicate it in Vietnamese in 3 years now, and since 2023 December. It means almost 22 months I did it. My goal is 36 months. So, and then it might be 14 months I got left. So simply, it's very important for me to communicate in 3 years because it's my goal. I don't uh, spend much more time in learning Vietnamese. But if I started, I could learn Vietnamese to communicate in shortly, the maximum in 3 years. Uh, I've been learning English, and then I got an experience. Now I can communicate in English. Now I write voice typing in English and write down. My pronunciation is not perfect, but still I can manage to write something or a story. But in terms of English, learning English started at my age is middle school. Uh, Hi, I am Tom. So you are Jenny. How are you? That is the first time to learn English as well from ABC. Then so many years I spent English and then studying exam in school or not school, just reading English newspaper or trying to communicate with the people. Uh, and then there's many chance to do. And even I studied with the scenario, screenplay, with movies and all days. So and then in my experience, when I reached up to the listening level, when I watched the Google Talk or TED Talk after after I walked, and then it happened about until 2 a.m. So I devoted to myself in listening, and also the content is very good. So and then I not only just listening, practice listening, but also I enjoy the content and expand my knowledge in many ways. This is my memory in learning English. So it's very tough. It's very long time. Takes a long time. So with that program, I would like to make learning shortly, maximum amount 3 years. There are two rules we can do, two rules. Just first rule is focus on spoken language. Focus on spoken language by listening and speaking the pronunciation, trying to pronounce it. Because as a foreign language totally is different with our mother tongue. For example, the Vietnamese, and then the when I like read, maybe I just read like the alphabet, like English, but totally Vietnamese alphabet and English alphabet are different. So I should not depend on the written language, just spoken language. Even when I speak Vietnamese, pronunciation is very difficult. Even I say with the intonation and then tone and then meaning is different. So first, and focus on spoken language in learning foreign language. And the second, and 1 year, okay, so you can build vocabulary, you can learn about simple sentence, and you know about the grammar a little bit, how to order of the sentence, structure of the sentence that is called the grammar. And then, yes, 1 year, and you do your language partner, you just read and sentence practice. But I hope after that, I hope you just uh, learning the two tracks, then Vietnamese and Korean, and two languages. But 1 year and 2 years, you just go own way by using high frequency words and defining words, or you focus on only one language. So use only language. It means learning foreign language as foreign language by using high frequency words and defining words. I bet people can build sentence with like Lego play. It's something like this, our ability it has. You're thinking about your own languages, first language. You can make sentence with some words because it's just simple game. It's a simple game. You when you change the object, you can make sentence. For example, you can say numbers. If you know about the simple mathematics, and 1 plus 1 equal 2, and 1 plus 2 equal 3. By doing that, until from morning to night, you can make sentence. Like it's simple. By making the sentence repeatedly, the point is repetition. You can make sentence. You can expand sentence. So in terms of my opinion, I think we can focus on spoken language, and then we can use since we gotta build the basic language level, the beginner's level. After that, we can jump to the advanced intermediate levels by learning only one language in foreign language. That is a good way to communicate, expand, and you got a communication skills in foreign languages. By doing that, you can make the foreign languages as a second language. Today, I talk about and how to um, communicate in a foreign language. So it's a very simple way, so you can try. Now, I share my your page, your monitor page. This is what I talk here about maybe 5 minutes and then about 3 pages today. Randomly, I talk and then the content is not perfect. And also there is no figure, no paragraph. And then, but I use this and I can ask, just simply ask with using AI in English, make content how to communicate in foreign language by learning two ways. One way is mm, focus on spoken languages, and the other way is use the language only. So, for example, I learn Vietnamese. I can learn Vietnamese in Vietnamese. So, and by doing that, we can communicate with the local people. After proofreading with uh, the content that I use as a prompt engineering, it's very long. And then the contents all written by, and only AI can summarize it. I don't use it just simple asking. And it's not easy to get a simple asking for complicated one. So and then I can practice by myself, make me spoken. These long contents I can get AI. AI gives some English version of how to communicate in a second languages within 3 years. There's some contents even AI can give me a yeah Korean and it's I don't have to say translate and then I can use this content for my work. Okay, so I can copy this how to communicate in a second language uh, 3 years within 2 years. Then jump to the content, almost 2 pages, more than 2 pages, and then I can add it. And then I here, this is my summary from AI. How to communicate in a second languages within 3 years. This content isn't 100% is not from mine. I think it's maybe my content about 60% from mine, 40% from AI. So, but uh, the contents is good for me. No, okay. So let's read it. How to communicate in a second language within 3 years. Two ways to learn conversation. There are two main ways to learn how to communicate in another language by using your first language, for example, learning Korean to Korean. By using the target language itself, for example, learning grammars in Chinese. When you learn through the target language itself, you can communicate naturally with the local people and understanding their way of speaking and thinking. And then first is focus on spoken languages. AI got a mistake. My goal and background. My goal is to communicate fluently in Vietnamese within 3 years. I started learning seriously in December 2023, and my goal is to reach full communication ability by the end of 2026. 36 months in total. I first visited Vietnam in 2017 during the winter season, mainly for water sports and stuff and a paddleboard activity. After several years, I began using AI tools to help me study. My purpose is to use Vietnamese not only for travel, but also for business and local communication. My English learning experience, I started learning English in middle school, beginning with a simple phrase like, hi, how are you? And I'm tired today. I studied for many years, reading English newspaper, watching movie, and even writing short script. I improved mostly through listening and speaking, especially by watching talks, Google Talks, such as Carrot Talks late at night. This experience told me that immersion and listening are key factors for language growth. The two golden rules for learning a foreign language focus on spoken language creators prioritize listening and speaking people, reading and writing, improve pronunciation, tone, and intonation naturally through conversation. Don't depend too much on written text. The spoken fluency should come first. Rule two, build it step by step. In the first year, learn basic vocabulary, simple sentence, and grammar. In the second and third years, and expand your skill by using only the target language, no translation. Think of word and sentence like legal broad, combine them to create meaning and gradually build flush. And my principle, language learning is like one plus one equal two, one plus equal three, and by adding small parts together, you can make a full sentence. If you repeat this daily from the morning to night, you can expand your language naturally. So the key is focus on spoken language, build a base and immerse fully in all languages. And that's how we can communicate fluently in 3 years with the focus on immersion and the consistency. Okay.